much for it. Whoa. Oh, whoa. You're not going to shoot me, are you? If you do, I'll die. You know?
If that's what it takes to shut you up, it bugs the crap out of me when someone talks more than I do.
Don't act so rashly, my boy. I've got a doozy of a story for you. But if you snuff out my voice like that, I won't be able to tell it now, will I? Thought I was a goner for sure. Oops. You saw it too, didn't you? That huge tower jutting out of the ground. That thick shaft that causes women to shudder is actually a tunnel linking the demonic domain to the human world. And of course, your brother Virgil is the one who controls it by using your mommy's amulet.
Amulet?
He's headed to the control room in the basement. If you don't hop down there quick like a bunny, he'll open the gate to hell. Isn't that a scary thought?
And you're telling me this because...
Oops! I forgot to mention one teeny little item. That gizmo there is actually the key to move forward. But the tricky thing is, it sucks the souls of those who hold it. So I think you'd better hurry. But in return for your soul, it'll give you power. Marvelous, isn't it? Just let your young spirit drive you, and go for it!
Wish you would have told me that in the first place. You big mouth moron.
What is up, everybody? This is RadTechShoe, and we are continuing our LP of Devil May Cry 3 with part 12. We've got a long video ahead of us, so we're going to go ahead into the power-up menu. I'm going to put away Agni and Rudra and equip Nevin. We're going to abuse the shit out of Nevin this mission. I'm going to show you exactly how. So we've got 2 boss battles at the end of this mission, and as you can no doubt tell, thanks to from Jester's exposition, the item we have, the Haywire Neo Generator, is granting Dante infinite Devil Trigger, however at the cost of draining his health. So we don't technically have all day, we have to get rid of it. So let's go ahead, run out the door. We have to pretty much backtrack. As you may remember, the name sounds familiar to you probably, the Neo Generator part, as it should. We're going all the way back to the bridges. We gotta go back to the bridges where we used the original Neo Generator. So, here is where we're going to abuse the hell out of Nevin. So just go ahead, do that lightning tornado thing, and as you can see, it is no problem at all. No effort, no difficulty, no fuss, no muss. It is effortless to get a triple S right here against all the enemies right here. So I'm gonna apologize right off the bat for the length of this video. I made a mistake, and I'll show it to you right as it happens. You're gonna laugh and kind of roll your eyes at like, oh my god, how freaking ridiculous of a mistake can you make on this game? But you know, it happens. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead, power through these guys. As you can tell, I'm trying to get them to attack me. I'm trying to get the sloth to attack me, but they just kind of want to just stand there and roar. They don't want to really do much of anything. So we're going to go ahead and just kill the sloths, but I'm trying to level up my Royal Guard. As you can tell, my Royal Guard is just under half, so I don't want to spoil it just yet on just how far I get my Royal Guard this mission, but I do manage to get an impressive amount of experience for it. Mostly, partially, because of the mistake I make, and you'll understand why when you see the mistake I make. But for the most part, this is going to be a simple mission. It's pretty straightforward. We have to backtrack, get rid of the item. And the good thing is, As you may have noticed, Dante's health doesn't get too low because every enemy drops a green orb. Whether it'll be a large or a small green orb, every enemy will drop a green orb. So here's the mistake I make. I accidentally pushed the wrong direction, and Dante boarded the train again. And I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? How did I do that? How was I not paying attention to what direction Dante was facing in the camera angle? So, at this point, I thought, well, maybe I should just start over. But I was like, no. Let's just see how far I can go, how well I can do, despite the fact that I made this significant error. So, as you can tell, I'm just trying to level up Royal Guard, you know, take advantage of the fact that the enemies are real weak. And as you can tell right there, I got a triple S just from blocking like 3 rapid attacks and then countering. So like I said, Royal Guard is actually going to get a fairly decent bit of experience this mission. So like I said, we're just going to keep abusing Nevin because this attack right is just so dang brutal and unfair to these guys. Like, they don't stand a chance against it. Half the time, if they're not already being damaged by it, if they're just outside the range, they'll walk or dash right into it. And then at that point they're screwed. So we gotta defeat more Hell Sloth, Hell Gluttony, Hell Pride, Hell Envy, Hell Wrath. The only hells we're not fighting are Envy and Greed. Those are the only ones we're not fighting here. But we're fighting just about every other hell enemy in the game. So, we just gotta go ahead, you know, like I said, power through this. I apologize for the mistake. It will drag out this video, as you can no doubt tell by the video length. It's already pretty hefty. But we're gonna be beyond the 10-minute mark by the time we get back to where we should be. Because we have to finish this train ride, and then we have to ride the train back. I have to ride it a 3rd time now. So, like I said, there's no way to just skip that. I kind of wish that there would just be, you know, excuse me. I kind of wish that it would just take me all the way there without a boss fight. Like, it would just go from boarding the train to right here arriving at my destination. Because now, let's do all that a 3rd time. Now we gotta do all that again. The good thing is, though, this is definitely gonna help my a couple categories on my rating system. As you noticed, I'm able to get triple S's damn easily. So so at the end of the mission, when it does at the rating system, it's gonna take this into consideration. Even though I'm taking a very long time, it's gonna take the fact that I'm finishing enemies off with triple S's, double S's, S's. It's gonna take that into consideration, as well as the fact that when you kill enemies with S rankings and greater, you get more orbs, and that will improve the orb rating category on your final overall evaluation as well. So the fact that I made these mistakes is unfortunate, but at the same time, I can benefit from it, because at the very least, I knew I was going to get 3 S's at the end. I knew I was going to get an S for my overall rating. How could I not? I'm getting double S's and triple S's just on this train ride alone. And because I'm finishing off enemies with those high scores and high ratings, I'm able to get a lot of red orbs. So therefore, my orb and my combo rating will be very high at the end. And the 3rd S, as you may have noticed from my gameplay thus far in this LP, is I don't use items. I try not to use items, so that when I do get evaluated on items, I also get S's. So, like I said, I knew I was going to get 3 S's. My only, so at this point I was wondering, well, I think my time is pretty much going to be shot straight to hell. So, at this point I'm just like, okay, damage is going to be my saving grace, hopefully. Hopefully I won't be taking too much damage. If I get like a B or even a C on damage, even if I get a D on time, I should still be able to get an A overall. So that was the objective. That's the reason I decided to keep going through with this instead of just restarting. I wanted to see if I could still get an A. And right there, I almost got back on the train again. You know, sometimes I push the wrong button instinctively because of the camera angle. So, down here, we've got some more enemies. We're going to be fighting more Hell Pride and Hell Lust. And these guys, like I said, it's fairly simple. There's no difficulty with these guys, especially when I'm in Devil Trigger. It takes a few hits to kill the Prides, and the Lusts are almost as easy. Like right here, I'm just letting them attack me. I'm gonna let enemies attack me, and then I'm gonna finish them off because I'm still trying to level up Royal Guard, as you can tell. I'm still trying to get as much experience for Royal Guard as I can. Like I said, I apologize for dragging this video out by making that mistake, but I felt like, you know what, it would be nice to show it, just for the fact that it does drag out the video, but at the same time, it shows and demonstrates that you don't have to be flawless or perfect with these gameplays. You don't have to have everything go your way. You don't need to be a perfectionist with this. So I thought that showing this error, instead of just starting over, I felt like if the rating was good at the end, then I figured I'd keep it and just show it to you guys, just for the sake of entertainment and the fact that, you know, I am enjoying this game. Like I said, I enjoy this game much more than Devil May Cry 2, and it is more difficult. It is definitely the most difficult out of all the Devil May Cry games, but it is still an enjoyable experience, and I do like this game. I do like it. So we're just going to go ahead and power through the blood goils. We can actually ignore the blood goils if we want. If you don't want to fight these guys, you don't have to. The door at the end is not sealed. It doesn't have a red spell on it or anything like that. We can just bypass the blood goils if we want. I just feel like killing them and getting more red orbs, because as you can tell, I like having a lot of red orbs in reserve. I don't like spending red orbs and, you know, having next to nothing. I like having an emergency stash that I can buy. If I need to buy a blue or a purple orb in a pinch, then I can go ahead and do that. So in here we have more blood goils. However, because of the layout of this area and the fact that there's multiple tiers and that it's hard to navigate sometimes, I'm just gonna bypass these guys. And in here, we've got another Hell Vanguard and some Hell Pride as well. He has some Hell Pride as backup, but it doesn't matter. You know, we're gonna finish them all off. So as you can tell, I'm gonna be using Royal Guard for this, for the Hell Vanguard, and it's gonna be putting in good work. Like I said, I force him to clash with me, then I force him to do a downward swing. I Royal Guard block his downward swing, and then I just counter. Pretty easy, not too difficult, and the fact that I'm in Devil Trigger just makes the fight quicker. So just go ahead, finish him off. And when he dies, he gives me a large green orb. Alright, so let's go ahead through the door and get rid of the Haywire Neo Generator. Now that we no longer have it, we're back to normal, and now we're gonna go start a series of boss battles. We have 2 boss battles. That circular area on the ground might look familiar, as it should. We encountered it in Mission 5 when we battled Jester, so we're gonna go ahead and do that again. But first, I'm gonna equip Spiral. I know I mentioned I didn't like Spiral, but I did find a use for it. And it's not going to be against Jester. It's going to be against the boss we fight after Jester. But I'm going to go ahead level up Spiral to level 2. I know, shocking, rare, when I haven't even leveled up the shotgun yet. But we're going to go ahead and pick a fight with Jester again.
Welcome to hell! Or you can
Okay, so Jester has the same pattern as he did before. You shoot at him, cause him to dance around. Then, after he teleports, you can walk up and just lay into him. And then he'll teleport, and then this time, he'll summon energy balls that'll attack you. The good thing is these energy balls are actually excellent targets for Royal Guard. So it's very good for that. So just go ahead, rinse, repeat. As you can tell, we're taking off good chunks of his health each time. Cerberus is actually able to balance well with Rebellion. And it takes good chunks off of his health each time. So just go ahead and keep wailing into him. His pattern will change once his health gets low. He'll introduce a new gimmick to the battle, and it's kind of tedious, but, you know, there's nothing we can do about it except just, you know, push through it. And it's towards the end of the fight. It's not like we have to continue the whole battle like this. So right here is the gimmick. He summons a ball with a head, a head, you know, and this thing is alive. Now what we have to deal with is the fact that he's created walls of energy around us. Energy balls are all around us as well. They're ricocheting around like pinballs. So we just gotta go ahead, dodge everything, and beware of the head. The head is right there. When the head smiles and laughs at you, it's about to explode. Get away from it when that happens. So and we can attack the head and it will deal damage to Jester's health as well, although not that much. So, just go ahead, deal with this enemy. Like I said, now this part is where it gets irritating. There's energy balls all around, and the head is shooting bombs at us. The same bombs that Hellwrath hold in their hands when you shoot at them. The very same bombs. And it's very annoying to try and dodge all the energy balls while shooting at Jester, while dodging the bombs. It's just annoying to deal with all that at once. But we're going to go ahead and finish him off right here. I'm actually able to destroy the energy ball and get at Jester directly. So let's go ahead and finish this fool off.
Oops.
Alright, Jester backs off and retreats after taunting us again. And now we're going to go ahead and check out the menu. As you notice, Jester did a good chunk of damage to me, so I have no choice but to buy a blue orb for this upcoming boss battle. It's pretty simple, and I'm going to show you a nice little trick I learned how to use Spiral, which is one of the reasons why I have it equipped. So let's go ahead, head down the stairs. We're going to head out the door, try and cross the bridge, and initiate the cutscene and the start of the boss battle. So, right down here, head out the door. Alright, let's do this.
Talk about horsepower. A chicken race with a horse, huh? Fair enough.
Okay, so this is Garyon. Garyon is a horse pulling a coach. And at the first part of this battle, he's going to charge right at you, and that's it. He might charge at a slow speed or a quick speed. It can vary, so just be a good judge. Like I said, having Rebellion equipped with Air Hike is what you're going to want for this fight. So just go ahead, deal with him however you see fit. Now, if you notice, I'm switching every time I fire Spiral. I'm switching to Ebony and Ivory, and I'm able to, shoot the Ebony and Ivory, shoot again real quick. Because Spiral actually fired pretty slow on its own. So I'm able to, you know, bypass that little, the vulnerability period after each spiral shot, and I'm able to actually deal enough damage to Garyon pretty efficiently.
First chicken, now gladiator. This just keeps getting better and better. Too bad there's nobody here to enjoy the show!
And now the second part of the battle begins. So now we're in a Coliseum area, so he's gonna circle around us and fire missiles out of the coach, out of the carriage that he's pulling. Now, in this part, you can actually attack either him or the carriage he's pulling. You can attack either one and it'll deal damage. So as you can tell right here, I'm leveling up Royal Guard a little bit. When he comes into the middle, he'll swing around, stop, and kind of be stationary for just a little bit. He'll do shockwave attacks that send blue flames out. This is your chance to deal damage to him, but watch out when he starts going again, because then he'll pull the carriage. The spikes on the wheel stick out and they can catch you off guard. If you think you're just outside the coach, you know, you can get hit. So for the most part right here, like I said, I'm dodging the missiles when I'm not using Royal Guard. It's pretty easy to dodge these. When his health gets lower, he'll do more attacks that are dangerous and frustrating to deal with, but they're not difficult. And if you deal him enough damage, you'll stun him, knock him down, and this is where you can lay into him. And when he takes enough damage, he'll freeze time and get away from you. Those orbs that he's summoning right now do stop time. When you come into contact with them, they'll stop time. Well, they'll slow time down to almost a stop. And it's not so much that if you're at a disadvantage and he's going to hit you every time. It just slows your ability to react, but you can still get away. You can still dodge all of his attacks. Now, here that his eyes are glowing red, watch. When I get frozen in time, spears will appear all around me and they'll try and skewer me from all directions. You can easily dodge these by jumping, or if you're in the air, just fall underneath them. It's pretty easy. But like I said, Garyon loves to stop time. So just go ahead, pound away at him again and again and again. His ability to summon the orbs is probably the most difficult part about this fight. But even still, he's no problem in terms of figuring out his pattern. Eventually he'll start doing more bold charge attacks, like he'll try and run right at you while summoning the orbs, trying to make it so that you won't have the time to get away. But even still, like I said, it's not too hard to fight this guy once you understand his pattern. So let's go ahead and finish him off. Now we have the Quicksilver. Quicksilver is a new fighting style for us. So we have the ability to manipulate time for a short period. And speaking of new fighting styles, Royal Guard is now level 2 and we gain new abilities for it as well. So let's go ahead, grab the orbs, head out the door, and we'll have a cutscene that will end the mission.
Seed of Sparta! I told you that I remembered your ancient scent. No matter where you run to, you could never house me. You're not the one I faced before. But this smell, there are two of them. That excellent Sparta had two sons.
And that is the end of Mission 12. So as you can see, my time, because I accidentally boarded the train again, my time got really screwed. But my damage was fortunately low. I got a B, which surprised me considering how much damage I took from Jester and Garyon. But for the most part, I got my A, just like I hoped for. So I'm going to take it and run. So I'm just going to go ahead, save my game, overwrite my data. And this is the last mission I'm going to be using Royal Guard on, so next mission I'm going to be testing out Quicksilver. And I will see you all there. This is RadTech Shu, signing off.